Hey y'all, Scott here.
Hello, and welcome to another tutorial. And this time we're going over towers. This is another solo module where the goal is to build a 5x5 grid of towers with each size of each tower from 1 to 5. 3, 4, 5. Each one occurs exactly once in every row and column. So if we were to have all the ones, it could be like that. And then we could also have like 2 like this. So yeah, you can flip it up like that to build them, and flip it down to remove them. If you want to tell the length of one, if you've already built it, just look at it to the side. It's much easier. So let's start off. Easiest place to start is with the ones. Because of the way this module works, or this puzzle works, if a number is 1, that means that it has to be a 5 right in front of it, because these numbers are showing how many towers they can see. If a tower is smaller than the one behind it from that perspective, so for example there is a 2 here and a 3 here, it would see both of these towers. But if this was a 4, it would only see this tower and that tower. That's just an example though. But since we know that this is a 1, that means that it has to be seeing the 5 and nothing else. So that means we can put 5 in front of every 1. Then we can also look for 2s in that same row or column on the opposite side, because in that situation it has to be seeing a 4 right in front of it. Because if there was any other way, then the 4 would have to be somewhere else. Because this can't be a 5 right here, that means it would be seeing 3 towers or more. So that has to be a 4. What else can we figure out? Well, this definitely can't be a 1, and neither can this, because there'd be something right there for both sides. This is the one that could work, though. Let's look for where there can't be a 5, because... So let's see where we can find that. Well, right here there can't be a 5, because if there was, these would only be able to see 2 towers. So that means that for this row right here, the 5 has to be right here, because these 3 are already taken and it can't be here. For here, this is the only possible place where another 5 can be, so it has to go there. So there we go, we figured out where all of our 5ers are. Now let's look around for other things that we can find. Well, over here on this 4 right here, if there was a tower of length 4 over here, it wouldn't work. If it was over here, it wouldn't work either. You would only be able to see that and that, along with whatever is right here if it's not 4. So that means that it can't be in these 2, and it can't be here either because 4 is right here. So that means that the 4 is right there. So there's another thing down. What else is there to find? Well, we can't have a 4 here and here, of course. And it can't be here either because it would be blocking this. It means that this 4 has to be right there. There we go, that's 3 of our towers length 4. Now we can do 2 more, and we know that these are the 4 slots that they could be. Obviously it can't be here and it can't be here because the number's being too big. So that means that the only other option is right there. So there we go. We got our 4s. Alright, what else is there? So since we got all of our 5s and all our 4s, the rest can be rather complicated. Usually the easiest parts are the 2 tallest towers. Well, this can't be a 1, obviously. There's no way it can be, because if it were, there'd be something here, and they'd be seeing 4 of them. And it can't be here either, actually, because, again, it'd be seeing too many. So that means that the 1 has to be right there. There's only a 2 and a 3 left in this one. If it's right there, that'd be a 1. That's possible, though. If there's a 3, that could be a 2 or a 1. So, again, possible. Let's see here. Okay, well, in this column right here, the only way to do this is with a 3 and a 2, because if it was a 2 and a 3, it would be seeing both of those along with this and this. That's be a 4, so that's an impossibility. So we got that one column down right there. Now with this one, it's already seen this, and it's seen those two for sure. So this one has to be a 1 because we can't have it being seen there. It means this has to be a 3. There we go. That's another one down. Right here, we got 5, 4, and 3. So if the 5 is right there, that means that both of these two have to be seen. This will be 1 and 2. This one we already have everything except 3, so we put that there. This one will have to be either a 2 or a 1, and the 1 is already taken, so that means it's 2. This has to be a 3, and this has to be 1. This one has everything except 2 taken, this one has everything except 3, this is 2, this has 1, and there we go, it's solved. And once it's solved, the light will obviously turn on. The towers will stay in place, but you can also make them go back into the module by flicking the light. And you can, of course, put them back up. Yeah. Pretty simple. Let's just put it back down. Let's do another example just because it can be complicated. Let's go over here. We can guarantee the 1s, of course. So we deduce 4 from here, but we know that these are the possibilities for our rest for 5s. The alarm clock is going off again. Okay. Well, it can't be here because too many over here. So it needs to be here, and that means that this one has to be over there. There we go. Okay. What else is there to be seen? Well, we can't have 4 there because it would be too much there. But since we have to have 4 in this, it can't be on the front of either one. So that means it has to be here because it can't be there, and obviously it can't be theirs. So we got another 4 down. The only possibility for 4 at the very end of a row or column would be in front of a 2. And this is the only one in this row, so it has to be there. Over here, that one has to be there because it's the only one in this column. And it goes over here too. It can only be 4. We've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 of our columns, so that means the last one has to be right there. There we go. That's another one down. What else can we figure out? Well, okay. This 5 is right here, so these 3 have to be seen. We already have the 4 there, so we have 1, 2, and 3. They all have to be seen, so 1, 2, 3. That is good. That's 3. The other 1 or 2 there. Oh, for this 3, we have 2 and 3 left, so that means it has to be like this because 5 is right there. For this 4, we have to have 1 more scene, so that goes there, and this of course goes there. We have 1 not filled in there. We have a 2 not filled there. We have a 3 not there. This column, there's no 1, there's no 2 over here, and there's no 3 right here. There's no 2 here, and done again. So that's pretty much all that you need to know about towers. It can be a little bit tricky at times, but here's one more thing to note. Of course, put the things here. You might have a situation where there's a 5. This is another very, very nice situation, because it means it has to see every single tower in that row or column. So you can just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. It sees all 5. That is a very, very, very useful situation, because that means you just knock out an entire row or column in one fell swoop. This is a very interesting one right here. I just noticed this. Overall, this is actually a pretty interesting looking one, I gotta admit. Well, anyway, that is pretty much all I need to say here. I hope you gathered all the information that you needed for this so that you can try again next one. So thank you very much for watching this, I guess. And yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say. Thank you very much for watching. Peace out.